So in upcoming episode, Ash vs Marnie match is going to happen. So Piers is going to return and Chloe is going to participate in a title with her Eevee. So hey, what's up guys, my name is Rishabh and you're watching Everyone's Story. So within this video, I'm going to discuss episode 96 to episode 99 title, summary and their respective release date, along with some amazing tower which suggests about some extra details about upcoming events. So there is a lot to discuss, but before all that, I want you to let the video as a motivation purpose for me. Now without wasting your time, let's jump straight to the video. Okay, let's first discuss about episode 96. So it's scheduled to be released on 4th February Friday. Now its official title, Reach Space Emperor Slide, and now its official summary. Supposed has sent for Ash and Duo to come to the most deep space center in the Hoenn region. He tells them that he and the Emperors are participating in the return project for a asteroid probe, Farius 2, where the probe will be making its return using Emperor's light as a guide. However, Emperor failed to turn his light on and the shot made it lose all confidence in itself. Then Piers and Emperor made the project succeed without any complication. So another return in this series, and this time is Piers. Since first in this episode we saw amazing reference, and in episode 37 Piers had mentioned to Ash that he is going to Hoenn region on a space center where he will run the connection between Pokemon and space. And that's what actually we to see in this episode. And the asteroid probe Farius 2 had gone to space to collect some data that to relate space objects to Pokemon existence. And in the summary it clearly written that Piers now also own a Emperors, and he told Ash and Bitaul he wanted to share his experience with them too. However, it seems that his Emperor will lose his confidence somehow and it will create some problem in completing this space mission. Since as we all know it's Pokemon anime, so at the end everything will end well. Although I want to add one more thing in it, that in this series we are seeing some major things related to space and Pokemon. As first, this series legendary Pokemon Eternus is not from this planet, means he is an alien Pokemon. Then recently in episode 93 we saw Magnemite signal that disrupted without of a human-made space satellite. So I think most likely in future we will see some more space and Pokemon related episode. Whatever, now let's discuss about episode 97. So it's scheduled to be released on 11th February Friday, and now its official title, Slotting a Very Beautiful Encounter. And now its official summary. Since in summary it is only written that Ash and Duo return to Slowport Island where they made a new acquaintance. Since we also have some amazing tower related to this episode, and as a whole, currently we know Ash and Duo will return to Slowport Island, the island that we saw in episode 26, in which Ash became possessed by a Slotin. So it seems that first in this episode we will see that Larian Slowport debut, and then again Ash is going to get possessed, but this time by a Galarian Slowport, and also this time Duo will get possessed by a Tentonian Slowport, and then we will see a rap battle between both the form. So it's going to be very interesting to watch that how this episode is going to fold. Since as per some rumor, Piers and Marnie is also going to appear in this episode at the rap battle stadium where both Ash and Duo will perform is going to be of Piers. However, it's not confirmed yet, but except that we know currently that we will see them in episode 99, about which I will discuss soon. But now it's not confirmed that we will also see them in this episode too. So let's wait and see. Now let's discuss about episode 98. So it's scheduled to be released on 18th February Friday, and now its official title, the Pokemon Center Farion and Jolteon. Since up to now we don't have its official summary, but thanks to some amazing tower we have some details. Like in this episode we will see a Pokemon Center in which Chloe is going to participate with her Eevee, and the Farion and the Jolteon also feature in this episode to appear. So in overall it seems to be a Chloe focus episode in which she will learn something about Farion and Jolteon. Also we are seeing a Pokemon Center after 20 plus years, so it's definitely going to be a fun episode to watch. However, I'm hoping that Ash could bring back his Mr. Mime in this episode, but it's not confirmed, so let's see. Whatever, now let's discuss about episode 99. So it's scheduled to be released on 25th February Friday. Now its official title, Marine from Pite Town, and now its official summary. In Marine from Pite Town, it's decided that Ash will face Marine from the Galar region in the Pokemon World Championship. However, in an attempt at making Marine win a what over victory, the Yell then feeds him misinformation regarding the events of the match and send him to Pite Town, where the encounter married older brother and Pite Town gym leader Piers. Piers drives Satoshi to the real vents in the Wyden Stadium on his motorcycle, and on the way he tells him how Marnie feels about the championship. It's time for a fierce hyper-class match to begin. So in this episode we will finally see a hyper-class match, and it's going to be between Ash and Marnie. Since we have various matches in tower related to this episode, so I will directly explain them all at once. So basically we will see that Ash will get the notification of his next hyper-class match, so he will get ready to go to the stadium, but on his way he will encounter Team Yell. And I think you guys know that they are the group of trainers from Spitemood City, and they are a big fan of Piers and Marnie. So to give Marnie a walk over victory, Team Yell turn on Ash's way and spread misinformation that the match is not going to be happen at Wyden Stadium, but is going to be happen on Spite Town. So our innocent Ash will believe him, and he will go to the Spite Town instead of Wyden Stadium. But out there he will encounter Piers, who will most likely say him the truth, and then he will take Ash to Wyden Stadium on his motorbike. However, Ash will reach stadium late, and I think you guys know that in Hyperclass the Rotom device determines who will battle whom and when it's going to happen, and both the trainers need to reach the stadium on time. Also, a very sad thing about this episode that this match is going to be a one-on-one. And by saying its summary, I think that because of Ash reaching the stadium late, Rotom device will make this match from 3-on-3 to a one-on-one battle. Means you can blame Team Yell, as because of them we aren't able to see a 3-on-3 match between Ash and Marnie. Plus, from the Magazine Tower it confirmed that Ash is going to use his Denda in this battle and Marnie is going to use his James Null, and this is going to be a gentleman's battle. However, this episode seems so rushed kind of, as at first Ash will get misleaded, then he will go to Pite Town, out there meet Piers and interact with him, then finally reach the stadium on his motorbike, and then finally we will see a match. So definitely this whole episode is going to be so rushed, so I'm only hoping that they will handle things properly. Now I know some of you would ask me that who would win this battle, so it's very difficult to say now, as Denda solely need a redemption battle and Marnie lose very easily also not seem so good. So I think most likely we will see a tie, or either Ash will destroy Marnie or Marnie will destroy Ash in this battle. As this episode is going to be filled with so many things, so maybe we will see a rematch between Ash and Marnie in which we will see a proper winner, and maybe that time it will be a 3-on-3 battle that is actually supposed to be. Although that's all my thoughts about this upcoming episode, be sure to comment your thoughts and theories about the upcoming episode. Also don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button to get more related videos in future. Now at last as always, you guys can follow me on my social media handles like Instagram, Twitter and my Facebook page. Thanks for watching.